Greetings, my name is Ben, aka Downsize It, and I am back at Gear Gaming Bentonville with Aaron for some more tournament practice for both of us, because Aaron is going to the LSO as well. And I'm continuing to try out the double Star Destroyer list. This time it's got a bit of a variation to it. I was messaged by James Maher, also known as the IrishMadcat for those not familiar with his channel. And he gave me some suggestions for some possible variations. And we went back and forth for about an hour actually talking back and forth with different options. And I'm going to try one of those variations we settled on just to see how it works out. See how I like it. This is all, again, just testing in practice. And Aaron is also doing some slight variations to his double MC-80 assault cruiser list that he's considering taking to the tournament. And as always, guys, we really appreciate all of your advice and your comments. And even though sometimes there's a time lag on this, just because the nature of filming a Batrep and processing it and me editing it and putting it out there takes several days. And by that time, because I'm practicing so much, I would have already filmed a couple more. So even though there's a time lag in how you guys' comments are coming in, keep sending them in, because I'm reading them all and constantly getting new ideas and stuff to affect change and change my strategies, etc. So coming up next, I'll go over the fleets and the mission, then you'll see Aaron and I deploying, and we'll discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. For my list, with the modifications that were made by James Maher and his assistants in hashing this out, I have Grand Admiral Thrawn on the Chimera, an ISD-2 with entrapment formation, Commander Vanto, local fire control, electronic countermeasures, leading shots, and XI-7 turbo lasers, the Kuat refit with Emperor Palpatine, but this time with local fire control and reactive gunnery, and wide area barrage, and for squadrons, Merrick Steele, Zertik Strom, Captain Jonas, and 2 TIE Defender squadrons. For Aaron's double pickle list, we have Admiral Ackbar on an MC-80 assault cruiser, but this time he's taking the Home 1 title, with projection experts, advanced projectors, reactive gunnery, leading shots, and enhanced armament. Then a second MC-80 assault with the Defiance title, Intel Officer, Advanced Projectors, Reactive Gunnery, Leading Shots, and DBY-827s. Then we have Leia on a GR-75 with munitions resupply. And for squadrons, Aaron has Shara Bay and 2 A-Wing squadrons. For missions, Aaron was at 399 and again chose to be second player. So I had to choose from his missions, which you'll have seen before. They're still the same. Advanced Gunnery, Contested Outpost, and Solar Corona. And we had already done Contested Outpost, so I wanted to try myself against Solar Corona against a list like this. I will deploy everything first, then Aaron gets to counter deploy, and he'll choose a short end of the table. And if any of our arcs go through the Corona side of the table when we're taking shots, after we roll dice, we have to remove 1 accuracy at the result. But one thing to note, it does not stop accuracies being added after you roll, after you remove the Corona accuracy. So Jonas does help me get around this. So coming up next, you'll see Aaron and I deploying in a sped up fashion while we discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. Alright, so now that you guys have seen the fleets in the mission, Aaron and I are going to start deploying. And I'll go over first kind of the discussion I had with James Maher and his thoughts behind his suggestions. The first change that happened was one of my own, and that was trying to fit in Captain Jonas. This game is happening after I had my game with Rob, Social General Rob, and the Starhawk, where I had 2 shots in a row, close range with the Kuat, with leading shots rerolls, and I didn't get a single accuracy, which just allowed Rob to brace the massive amounts of damage that I sent in twice, severely limiting my damage output. And I'm curious if Jonas is going to be worth it to get those guaranteed accuracies for any shots I take, regardless of what ship I take them from, as long as I can just get Jonas close enough to my target ship. Now, the changes that James Maher sent in as suggestions was to get back to a heavy salvo presence. So maintaining the local fire control on the Chimera, its standard salvo, but turning the quad into, still it's the battering ram, but it's a battering ram that shoots back at you. It has now 2 salvo potentials, one in the token from local fire control and the other through reactive gunnery, which I can use any token to do that, which makes it much more harder for my opponent to lock down. And since I'm going to be running this up into people's faces anyway, having the combo of Palpatine and 2 salvo options really makes it a threatening ship to shoot at and a punishing ship to shoot at. Even though it might still go down, I think maybe in the aggregate it'll do more damage without having gunnery team and expanded launchers, but having the fire back potential. I'm not sure how I feel about it, how much I like it. This is going to be a test of it. And the other thing that is changed on the Chimera itself is putting electronic countermeasures instead of advanced projectors. You guys all know I like advanced projectors. I think it's my favorite defensive upgrade. But James is, I'm going to try it out, but James has the thought that it's going to be important for me to be able to use the brace on the Chimera to stop massive hits coming in, specifically from things like a Patriot's Fist or a tooled up, like in this, that's a tooled up Ackbar shot from Defiance or whatever. And since I have Vanto, I could potentially like sacrifice a round of not doing a fleet command and just give myself an engineering token to refresh it so I can do it multiple times easily with Vanto. We'll see how it goes. I'm not a huge fan of electronic countermeasures anymore just because it has to be refreshed now with a token, as I used to be. But again, I'm going to test it out, see how it plays, and who knows, maybe I might fall in love with it and see that it really helps the survivability of Thrawn. And then the reason why I put Wide Area Barrage on was just because, you know, again, it's my OCD, I got to have a 400 point list. It just seems weird to me bringing a Kuat without a black dice upgrade on it. And this could potentially be helpful against MSU fleets, being able to do splash damage when I'm shooting into ships to impact damage on another ship or even on squadrons, especially if I go really hot with my Kuat shots. Alright, so that's kind of the foundation of the changes. I still got Merrick and I still got two TIE defenders. But, oh, I forgot to mention, Zertic Strong. That was actually a huge key one. This is actually one of the most important changes. This is a change I'm going to keep. Zertic Strong, you can almost say, is locked into my fleets now, regardless of what variant I do. And that's having an advanced that can survive, but also put out punishing damage. And for those of you guys that saw my first tournament prep videos with Tempest Squad, it became a meme how fast it died and how little it did. It was kind of funny, so I just dropped it. The idea was there, though. All I had to do was just go a little bit more expensive. I now have an escort that has braces, so it'll survive longer. But with Zertic, with his 3 reds and his ability to re-roll all of them, he could really go hot on his anti-squad potential. And because it's harder for him to die, it makes my Defenders and Merrick survive that much longer to do what Defenders and Merrick do. So I think this is going to be a permanent addition to my list, Zertic. That was the biggest suggestion that James gave me that I'm definitely going to be taking to the bank. And regardless of what variations I come up with between now and go time, Zertic is definitely going to stay. I like that idea of having an escort that can survive, mainly to protect my Defenders and Merrick, that can also punch really, really hard. Alright, so that's it from all my talking. For this mission, it's just going to be easy. As you guys see by now in deployment, I'm going to have to turn hard. I was trying to bait Aaron into maybe deploying in the opposite corner. He didn't. He deployed in the same corner, and that means I'm now pseudo out of position. I'm going to have to put the maneuverability that I like on these Star Destroyers with fleet commands to the test. But I'm going to be turning into your side arcs, your Ackbar side arcs. The way we're set up, I don't know if there's any way I can get to your front or your rear. This is going to be a really interesting test that I'm going to have to face. And a good test on the maneuverability, another good practice for that. So Aaron, after all of my pontificating, it is now your turn. Tell us about your fleet, for those that might not have seen it before, the modifications and your thoughts behind this mission and deployment.
Sure. Okay, so again, the core of this list hasn't changed. 2 MC-80s, again, one's kind of the fist and the other one is the shield, if you will. Kind of change up of how I've deployed. I've deployed Defiance in the lead, which is something I typically don't do And that's primarily because I want to make sure that I'm getting the Defiance title bonus, adding a dice of any color to a ship that I'm attacking that's already active. So that's typically why it's in tow of the home one. But I'm going to try to reverse it so the Defiance is leading and the home one is in trail with the Admiral Ackbar. Some other minor changes, primarily to the Defiance MC-80, which is the one without the 16 marker, is I ditched the heavy turbo lasers for DBY to make the salvos a little bit more effective in terms of generating damage, as well as I took Intel Officer as the officer on board of the Defiance, just to ensure to lock down braces and salvos or redirects. So I want to make sure that if the player takes it, then they're going to discard it. That may not work so well against lists that have General Grievous, but we'll test out here. And then for home one, really just remove the officer and put on shield projections to try to keep the Defiance alive. And then I also took away a Bright Hope title on the GR75, so it's more vulnerable, but every time I've played it, the only one that does damage is me when I run it into my MC-80s. Nobody's ever shot it before, so I figured I'd save 2 points and see what happens.
Alrighty, and then basically for this mission, what is your goal here to with where you decide to put the Corona in deploy? It was kind of the opposite of what I was expecting. It also makes sense, though, in a way.
Yeah, so absolutely. The reason why I decided to go to this edge is because the way that the ISDs were deployed, I mean, I'm in their frontal arc, and this way I'm forcing them to turn their front arc and make them do some fancy flying, which Ben is quite good at, and I've been very impressed of how nimble ISDs are. It's not a ship I would think that is that nimble the way he plays it. And then also you've got an asteroid in the way, so there's a little bit more maneuverability. But this also guarantees that he'll be in my side arc and I can just stay in a nice, tight, pretty formation throughout the game.
And you'll pretty much guarantee to always shoot away from the Corona, so you won't even have to worry about it. So
agreed.
Yeah. All right, well, Aaron and I are going to plan our dials, and then we'll be back at the start of round 1. Here we are, the start of round 1. As usual, no fleet commands or Thrawn dials to start. Both my fleets are starting at speed 2. The Kuat is here on the outside dial, based on the perspective, and of course the Chimera is the Star Destroyer with the Chimera symbols. I've got Merrick in the back there with his 2 defenders, and I've got Zertik on the left and Jonas on the right. For the Rebels, we got Shara in the back with her 2 A-Wing escorts. And the close MC-80 is the Defiant. That does not have Ackbar. Like I said, he did some switches. That's when that has the DBY, so when he's salvos, he can guarantee at least some damage. And then Home 1 is on the back with the token there, with Ackbar in the enhanced armament. And then we have Leia on the GR75 with the munitions resupply. Alright, we're going to start with Palpatine on the Kuat. It's a navigate. I'm going to use it to speed up to speed 3, get an extra click at the 1, and just do a start turning in. This is my hammer / punching bag, and I need to use it as such.
I'm going to activate the MC-80 with the Defiance title. It has an engineer dial that it will cash in for an engineer token. It will move speed 2. I'm a terrible judge at how close I was going to be. I probably should have jinked in a little bit.
Okay, going with Thrawn, it is a squadron dial. I'm taking a token and staying at 2. I'm just doing a slight little turn coming in.
Alright, it's got a nav command. I'm going to bank that for a token, and before I move, I'm going to go ahead and distribute my munitions resupply to both the Home 1 and the Defiance.
Yep, I'm all done.
You're all done.
I only have 2 ships in this one.
Alright.
Definitely activation disadvantage when it comes to this variation.
He's revealing an engineer command, so he'll bank that for the token. And he's going to glorious speed 1.
Alright, that's it for the ships. squad phase, it's just going to be movement. I don't anticipate Aaron just throwing his A-wings away into my ball, because they could actually reach. But it's just going to be movement, and we'll be back at the start of round 2. And just real quick, I think I forgot to mention, obviously the Corona is here. I don't think Aaron would deploy there and then choose this side to be the Corona. So we're just going to be playing on a 3x3 mat today, apparently.
Yeah. Right.
Start of round 2. Just again, no Thrawn dials and no fleet command activations yet. 4 squadrons. I just played, a bit coy, keeping them in formation, just shifted them. Aaron's A-wings decided to get into this debris field and just sit and stage, but he put Shara out there as bait. Do I want to go after her? Is it worth it? No, it's a trap. Ackbar is trying to do the reverse tactics on me. I know better than to try to go and kill Shara. I don't want to, especially when it's TIE fighters. TIE defenders can make it more, but yes, no, it's not happening. Alright, going with Thrawn, it's a navigate. I'm going to use that to slow down to 1. And getting an extra click at the 1. Turn like so, and then after that, execution of a command, I'll then use Vanto to give me a nav
I'm
token.
going to activate the GR75 with Leia. It's got a nav.
And one thing I forgot to mention, he did refresh his munitions with his nav token from last turn, just to let you guys know that. I'm assuming taking a nav token?
Yes, I am. I was just kind of seeing what I could do before. I think I'm safe to take another nav token here. And I'm going to play around here with my fancy flying. I'm going to hug that board edge like it's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and just staying in the shadow of the 2 assault cruisers. Alright, we're going with Palpatine on the Kuat. It's an engineering, taking a token. I'm still at speed 3. I'm just going to do a little side jank here.
Hello.
Hey, Shara.
Activating the MC-80 with the Defiance title. It has a concentrate fire token. We are going to be Ackbarring, absolutely. And we're going to be shooting the bait ship.
Yep.
Which is the Kuat here, which I might regret doing slightly.
And it is, and it will be an obstructed shot going through the debris field.
So I'm going to take a red dice out.
Yep, and it's just going to be your red dice. Because you're not.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
So you get to start with 3 red, have to take away 1 because of the obstruction. Oh, and also, real quick, it's not going to matter because I can't attack you, but what defense token are you going to spend to shoot at Palpatine?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to spend the
Just so we can get in the habit of it.
Yes,
So.
pay the PAL tax, as they say. Okay, that's a good start.
Alright, now with Defiance, because you want to do Defiance first before the con fire.
Yes, I'm going to add in a black at
Okay.
this point. So
Nice. Now you can con fire in a red or a black.
I'm going to do a black, of course. There we go.
That was a really good shot.
And then I'm going to use my intel officer and lock down.
Oh, here they are right here.
Brace.
Yep, so if I spin that, I have to discard it.
And then I'm going to. Actually, you know what? Because I can't accuracy both of those, so using the home one title here is not important. So I'm going to leave that as is and use the intel officer for the brace.
Yep. Yeah, and him doing a home 1 into my Sabo doesn't matter because right with the Kuat, I get red, blue, black. I'd only be throwing a red, black back, and it's obstructed, so I actually can't even Sabo this attack because I'm too far away. Alright, so if I spent, so what am I taking? 2, 4, 6.
6.
Yeah, did you want a home 1?
I think I actually need to, because I imagine you're just going to take it on your sides.
Now keep in mind, I don't have advanced projectors, so I can only take it on one side.
Right, but you're going to spend both.
But I could still, well, you can only spend 1. You can't spend multiples of the same defense token.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then absolutely I'm not going to home one.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not, no.
Yeah, it's basically, it's only going to one side. It's 6 damage. It's too early, I think. This 6 is not terrible. It's still really great for a long-range shot, but
it's obstructed.
That's obstructed, but I'm not going to burn a brace for this because we're about to get in some close-range shenanigans. I want to save my brace for that. So I'm going to redirect to my port side, all of it. So, well, all that I can, and then take 3 on the front. So front shield's down to 1, port side down to 0. I would say that was a very effective opening shot. So guys, we actually forgot to throw in his Ackbar dice. That's not something you want to forget. I mean, we're going to go back and change that. So right now I've taken 6 damage. We're just going to roll as 2 reds.
There's 2 accuracies.
That's
so
important.
I guess it would take down your...
Stop both my redirects.
Both redirects, yeah.
Now see, that actually changes my decision here. Because if I don't do anything now, I will be taking 2 on the hull, 1 face up.
Yes.
Not to decide, do I want to actually take a crit this early now?
Yeah. Burn the brace.
I think I'm going to burn the brace. I mean, that's huge, but I mean, that's really good.
Yeah,
to get that.
got lucky.
And I am going to go ahead and burn the brace, but my port shields go back up to 3, but my front shields still go down to 1. But I'm not taking internal, and more importantly, I'm not taking a crit that could really screw me over. So, but this could screw me over later in the game by not having a brace now for the rest of the game.
You only did like 3 reds and
it just seemed
2
really,
blacks.
Yeah, it seemed really light. I was like, usually Ackbar shots are a lot more red dice than that. It
Yeah.
should have been more than that.
Yeah. Okay, now I need to move forward 2. I already elected it, so I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm still without medium range, but I probably could have maneuvered a little bit better or just had a long range of the ISD too, but it is what it is.
And not for Ackbar on home 1.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a little bit quicker whenever
Yeah.
your opponent only has 2 ships.
Squadron dial. Ooh.
Oh, are you gonna come in with your A-wings?
I am gonna
So
come
he's
in with
gonna
the
do
A-wing.
an alpha strike with the A-wings. He's not in range to do any shots, as you guys know. That's out of long range for the Kuat. But he's gonna come in now to lock down my squad ball. That is.
I'm coming here.
Oh, he's gonna go. I
I'm
thought
going
you were
for
coming
the-
to lock my squad. Never mind.
No, I'm going Kuat lockdown, get in the Kuat's face and maybe get some bounces here.
And just get some free damage, basically.
I think so. That's what we're going for. 1 black, right?
Yep, 1 black. We can just roll it here. This will just be easy
Okay.
flank damage. So
Ooh.
nothing. And then the other A-wing.
It will come in here as well. This may be poor decision on my part.
1 damage.
1
I do have my redirects still, so I will redirect 1 to the port. Alright, now Ackbar gets to move.
Yes. Speed 1.
Yep.
That was not as dramatic as I thought it was going to be.
I will be honest, I thought I was actually worried you're going to come in, but the thing is, if you came in to attack my squad ball, I'd still be able to attack you back in the squad phase. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so speaking of squad phase, we just got Shara left over here, and myself here. The only thing that would matter is if I flew in to engage his A-wings, which is not happening. So we'll do movement off screen, and then we'll be back at the start of round 3. Okay, starting with round 3. Some activations have happened over here. Thrawn revealed it is an engineering. Swapped to take evasive action with Chimera and activated it with the nav token I got from Vonto last turn. Some shenanigans did happen in the squad phase. I did send Zertik Strom in to lock down these A-Wings and mainly to lock down Shara, because I didn't want him using Shara with his movement to jump into my squad ball and locking them down. So basically, using Zertik as he needs to be used, as the escort, as the, you could say the cannon fodder, to hold down enemy squads that can prevent my defenders from doing their work. And Shara did get 3 hits. I was able to brace to 2, so it was the best shot Shara could hope to do. So Zertik is down to 3 health remaining. Okay, we're going with Palpatine on the Kuat. It is a concentrate fire, and using Thrawn's engineering dial plus the engineering token that was on the Kuat to get 6 engineering, raising my front shields back up to full. I did have a long-range shot out the front into the Defiance. However, shooting into the Corona, even with a con fire, plus he has advanced projectors, and he has reactive gunnery to salvo back with 2 reds. It's not worth it, I don't think, to take the potential shots back. I think it's more worth it to do some flakking out my front here, into these A-Wings and Shara, and maybe try to go hot to start working them down. And if I can clear these squads early, that'll just let me have free reign, basically have airspace superiority for the rest of the game. So we're going to try to do some flakking. Okay, so we're going to start against the A-Wing that's furthest away from you guys there for 1 damage. And then we'll do the other generic A-wing for 1 damage.
It's consistent.
Yep. And now into Shara. 2 damage, and I will concentrate fire in a blue. 3 damage.
Scatter.
Scatter. Alright, scatter has been exhausted. Alright, I'm moving at speed 3. Can't change it, which is fine, but I'm using take evasive action for the extra click here, and I am actually turning in as far as I can to commit. I'm about to take 2 Ackbar shots, I think, but I need to set up for next round to make sure I can try and get at least a halfway decent shot on his fleet. And hopefully I can survive this double Ackbar shot I'm about to take.
I don't think there was a way that you could position it at speed 3 that wasn't
Right.
really medium.
So we got Ackbar at home 1. What do we got?
I am Ackbaring, so this is my base dice.
Now what's his dial?
Oh, I'm sorry. Admiral Ackbar is a concentrate fire.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now we're going to see, can a Star Destroyer with no defensive upgrades survive 2 Ackbar shots? This will be the first one. Spinning is contained to take this shot. It is medium range. He gets 4 red, 2 blue. Does Ackbar add before you roll?
It just says, before a friendly ship's attack step, it may choose your attack from elements that Armada pulls in. If it does, it may add 2 red dice to its attack pool while attacking a ship.
Yeah, so that'll be after you roll. Yep.
Okay.
So we got 4 red, 2 blue, and then we'll be adding 2 red. Already getting to key accuracies there. Then you get to add 2 red for Ackbar. And this is going to hurt. And you get to add in whatever you, well, a red or a blue
I'm gonna
with
add
your,
the blue.
Yep. Try to lock everything down. And you do have
Got a
leading
con-
shots.
I do have a con fire token, so I'm going to spend the con token
Yep.
to try to get it in accuracy.
Yep.
I don't get it. So,
I'm guessing you're locking down my redirects.
yes, most definitely.
Yep. And shooting away from the Corona. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am going to salvo, even though it's a blue-red, get something back. But taking 7, so I'm taking 3 internal first face up, so that happens first. Capacitor failure. Oh, this is the worst one. If I have no remaining shields, I cannot recover shields.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And I cannot redirect away from that hull zone until I heal this crit.
Ouch.
Yeah, that is...
That might be the end of...
That might have actually... That could be... Yeah. That could actually seal the fate here.
So it's...
And then salvoing back a blue and a red into Ackbar. This is just a plain, it's not going to do much. But do something, hit crit back.
Hit crit back. Just redirected on the ports.
Yep, using advanced protectors to bring it to the opposite side. Moving speed 1.
That's going to be close for shield dials. I'm going to have to mark this ship. Gosh, that's going to be mighty close. I can't afford to go straight, I don't think. You know, I could. I could afford. Yeah, if you just want to move it real quick.
Yep.
Actually, can you put it back? I'm going to put the back edge.
Okay.
Sorry, down as well. Okay. Thank you. Twist that. I think I can just afford to go straight, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go straight. Oh, gosh dang. Is that inevitable
Yep. The inevitable bump when you're trying to do something precise in Armada.
very precise,
It happens
'cause this
all
is-
the time. I do it all the time too, and it's so frustrating.
Okay.
Alright, we're going with Thrawn. It is a squadron command. I do have an engineering dial from the Thrawn dial. I don't need to use it because I have not taken damage, so I'm just going to take a token from the Thrawn dial. For the squad command, first thing that's going to be happening is TheSirChicken. He's going to be attacking this A-wing here. He will not be able to do his ability because he's not... Well, actually, no, I take that back. Order of operation matters here. So I was thinking about not sending a defender in. I am sending a defender in to help. So this defender is coming over here to make sure he's engaged with everyone. And in range of TheSirChicken. He'll be attacking one of the A-wings. So this is so that Zertik is getting help, but also so that Zertik can do his ability to reroll his dice if need be. Now the rest of my squads, Jonas, Merrick, and this defender, I'm actually going to be sending in to do bombing runs into the side of the Defiance. Then I'll be taking a long-range pot shot at the Defiance just to start working on it. Alright, we're going to start with the defender that's coming to help. He's going to be attacking the A-wing that is on the left side of your screen. For only 2 damage. I wish I would have shot Shara now, because I got 2 accuracies, but, and I have no way to reroll, so the other A-wing, sorry.
This one over here?
Yep, that's when he's attacking.
So it's down to 1.
Yep, and then you get to counter back.
Nothing.
Okay, and then we are going to, now we're going to activate Zertik. And he is going to, because I think he can go really hot, he's actually going to attack the A-wing that's on 3 health. So this is the other A-wing. So 3 reds. And I want to see if I can't get this kill. So I'm going to take a damage on the defender that came over to help to reroll his accuracy. Nope, so that A-wing doesn't die, and then it gets to counter back for 1, so Zertik goes down to 2.
And that was 2 damage, right?
2 damage, yep.
So both A-wings are on.
Yeah, so this is actually not a good thing. I'm not being as efficient as I need to be. So I'm changing my mind. My other generic defender's coming over. I'm going to commit. I just need to drop these A-wings. And actually, he's going to come in and make sure he's out of range of Shara, but in range of one of the A-wings I want a guaranteed kill, so that Shara can't lock that defender down at least. So this A-wing, 1 health remaining. I just need 1. Should have led with him.
Yeah,
He would have one-shotted the...
Don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
Secure kill.
Yep, and 1 damage back on that defender. Now we're going in for the bombing runs. We're going to send in Jonas first. I need to make sure my range is here to make sure I'm not getting out of range of activation for next round. Okay, so Jonas coming in. He is an actual bomber, TIE bomber, for a hit.
1.
Yep, and I guess we need to, I'm going to grab Defiance's defense
I'm
tools
just
here.
going to take on that side.
Okay, so just taking it on the shield. And then Merrick coming up with him in tandem. Alright, and then the accuracy thing with Corona does not apply to squads doing the attacking, so I am going to then turn this into a crit, so crit.
Okay, I'm going to redirect that to the port side. Okay.
And just so you guys know, have to spend a squad token to activate all 5 of these, obviously, because I only get 4 normally.
Oh.
So I'm using my Dial Plus token.
That was like one of my defense tokens.
Yep. Alright, now for the shot from the Chimera. Long range, front to side into the Defiance. It's 4 reds. Have to get rid of this accuracy immediately after rolling because of the Corona. But I then get to use Jonas to turn this into an accuracy.
Okay.
What do I want to lock down? I actually want you to, even if you brace it, I want you to take it on this shield. So I'm going to actually stop your green redirect.
Okay. So I'm going to brace down to 1, and I'm going to salvo back using the contain.
Okay, so 2 reds coming back.
And I'm going to use the DBY to turn this one into a crit.
Yep, very good. I will just redirect that one. And I will redirect that to my port side. Both of them, port side goes down to 1. Doing movement. And just so you guys know, Vanto's giving me a nav, just like he always does. I don't think I'm going to use take evasive action. I think I'm just going to do... a slight turn, like this.
So the Defiance has a concentrate fire token. Its target is going to be Emperor Palpatine, and it's going to pay the PAL tax for its redirect.
And so all your defense tokens are exhausted
Yes,
now.
they are.
Yep.
And I am going to be Ackbarring you.
Yep, and this will be a medium range shot. It is obstructed, guys. We checked. It is going over that debris field. So let me go into my front.
Yes.
That's because I have no shields and I can't redirect because of my capacitor failure with no shields. This is going to be very bad, guys. Really, really bad.
That makes sense to me. And there it is. Wow.
Well, so we've got this. Now you get to add in your Ackbar.
Okay.
Get that out of the way.
Ackbar. Oh my gosh.
Well, everything's being locked down unless you're going to want to re-roll something. And then you've got Defiance.
Defiance. Black die. I'm going to take that.
Oh my
and
gosh.
then I'm going to Defiance again. Or Confire that.
Yep, Confire.
Is that enough to finish you?
Well, I have 9 health remaining.
There's 3.
No, wait. 8 health remaining.
I think that's enough to finish you.
2, 4, 6. That is exactly enough. Oh my gosh.
Ackbar, it's a trap.
It is a trap. Wow, that was excellent. Getting the exact 2, 3, 4, 5,
well,
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Could have been a Confire token. That may have sealed it if it was one more, but
Yeah. Well, you did Confire.
I did here, but I saw a Confire token.
Token to re-roll if in case you needed it.
Yeah.
Just in case you needed it. I mean, yeah, that was great.
On spreadsheets.
No, I didn't start till 8th edition. That was my introduction to 40K game.
But some guys would just do spreadsheets for probability spreadsheets. So you take like the crazy, die rolling out of it, and I was like, well, that kind of just ruins the game, doesn't it?
I think so, yes. And yeah, I guess they called that Math Hammer. Not a big fan of that. So this Kuat went down. Again, just the power of Ackbar. This is this is the 3rd game now I've done this, and it's you're going to start doing the movement if you want.
Yep.
But with this current Kuat build, I'm not sure if it was worth. I'm wondering if I'm going to go with Kuat if I need to really make sure that I have a defense upgrade, or maybe I should just skirted the edges more to make sure he couldn't double Ackbar me. I don't know why whenever I play you, I'm just going to fly into a double Ackbar just because I like it. It's a weakness. It's a curse for some reason. I don't know why.
It's like you're saying, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
Yeah, it's now 3 games in a row when I've done it. But at least I didn't do it with Thrawn. It was to a quote unquote throwaway Kuat.
That's true. You did say you were prepared to lose it. It's just unfortunate it never got
to do anything big. All right, we can just go to Leia. That's your last ship to activate.
She has a engineer token, or engineer dial. She's got nothing to really spend it on. So remind me, so I have to do the engineer dial before I can spend tokens, correct?
Yes, so if you have
this is basically a throwaway.
No, you could give yourself the engineering token and then swap your nav token.
Yeah,
you want.
I'm going to increase my speed to speed 3, so this is just going to throw away dial.
Correct. Yeah.
And then she's going to go to speed 3 and burn the nav token. Alright, he's already moved. Alright.
Yep, it'll be these, and then you get to do Shara and your A-Wing in the squad phase. They are engaged.
Well, I hit that for you, Ben.
No, the thing is, it was a risk I was willing to take. I thought I could survive 2 Ackbar shots.
Yeah.
Just because, but you rolled incredibly well.
I did. That's true.
And even with my crit, didn't matter because you got all the accuracies you need. You locked everything down both shots.
Yeah.
So by locking down both of my redirects, both shots, meant that I took all that damage both times just on the nose, can do nothing about it. And that's the risk you take sometimes. And I needed to just survive on 1 health because then I could then have gotten a nice shot next round, knowing he's going to die. Maybe go and just ram.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that was it just goes that way sometimes.
Was the crit a structural damage crit, or was?
I didn't even look. Let's see what it was. What did I draw first? I think this is in the right order. Now, faulty countermeasure. I can't spend exhausted defense tokens.
Okay. You're first.
Yep, I'm actually all done.
You've already all activated.
So yep, you got you got Shara, your A-Wing. Got Zertik here on 2 health. He still has both braces.
So if I remember correctly, this is also engaged with this fighter, correct? Yeah,
Yes.
definitely
Yep.
is.
I made sure he was engaged for that.
Okay, well, let's do this to that.
Yep.
The standard A-wing to your character.
Yep.
2 accuracies and a damage.
Yep. So 1 damage. He goes down to 1. All right. All Shard needs is 1 damage because my braces don't matter. Now.
There it is.
Oh,
3
3.
damage.
You could have let off with Shara.
Yeah.
So Zertic goes down. I'm actually not sad about that. I mean, you rolled well attacking him, but he did what he needed to do.
Right.
So he stopped you from locking down my actual ship damage dealers. So.
Right. Man. I stopped drinking so much Dr. Pepper. I use the bathroom again when we reset tokens.
Yep. So that's it for everything, guys, for round 3. We'll reset, playing our next dials for following turns. Be back at the start of round 4. See now if I can pull this out. I don't know if I have what is needed to be able to pull out this victory. We shall see. Start of round 4. No Thrawn dial this turn, but reactivating take evasive action. It is now just Thrawn and his squads. Yep, I don't know. We've been seeing a bit of recklessness. Past couple bat reps with my Kuat and it not performing as well. And I'm already thinking of some things I could have changed just in my strategic play here with this setup. I'll talk about that in the post game. But we'll see if Thrawn can, my goal is to try to kill Defiance there on the right because I've already put some damage on it. And then maybe just survive against Ackbar's home 1 and then go to points. Okay, going with Thrawn, it is a squadron dial. I am going to be using that. And I have already activated them. Again, normally you do 1 at a time, but it's not going to matter the order. Bringing over the regular defender that was over here, that was not locked down. Then Jonas, then Merrick to do bombing shots into the side of the Defiance. This defender I'm doing first, he is going to be attempting to kill this 1 health A-Wing. And then I will be doing, I'm still at long range, didn't quite get into medium range yet of the Defiance. So I'm going to be doing a long range side and front shot into the Defiance. Alright, starting with the defender, going after the 1 health A-Wing. Again, man, this defender twice now has done 4 damage every time. This should have led with him every round.
You need to promote that man.
Yep.
Or woman.
And 1 back. Down to 4.
Promote that pilot.
Yeah, that's right. So that A-Wing goes down. And we got my shots now into Defiance. His defense tokens over here. Oop. So you guys know Defiance has 2 health on the starboard, 2 health on the port. And no actual damage cards have been taken yet. And also full defense tokens. So regular defender first, into the side. It's a hit.
I'll take it.
Okay, shields down to 1. Then Jonas. Ooh, blank. No way to reroll that. Then Merrick. And yeah, just do the double crit thing.
I'm going to redirect that onto... Is that a XI7s?
Yeah, I do have XI7.
Ooh.
So you will be able to, you do have advanced projectors, so you can disperse, but it's just 1 to each hull zone, as opposed to, yeah. Alright, we are going to start, I actually probably should bring mine over, because you're probably going to salvo me with my
That is also correct. You're very wise.
Yep. We're going to start with the side shot first. So it'll be 2 reds. And then I will Jonas this to an accuracy, and I am going to stop your green redirect.
Okay. So I'm going to have to take it. And I'm not going to salvo back this turn.
So I'm not going to do this salvo, okay? And then front shot, 4 reds. Could not have asked for better. I'm going to Jonas that to an accuracy on your green redirect. And, or actually, hang on, but the thing is, if I stop your bracer, then you can just disperse all your other shields because you have advanced projectors. I think I want you to take it unless you want to burn a redirect. So, yep, we're going to actually your green redirect. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see what that did. You're like, what are you talking about? Let me get my right angle here. I can really adjust this. Yeah, so I got 3 damage coming in. Then he has choices to make of if he wants to burn the redirect, what you might want to use for spending for reactive gunnery to salvo, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Because no shields where I'm attacking now, guys, just so you know.
I have to brace and contain, I think. Or just contain it. Salvo back. I mean, that's only 2 die. It's not really worth it. There you go. Decisions here.
Yep.
Or do you just burn the redirect? I think I'm just going to burn the redirect.
Yep, because with your advanced projectors, you can just take that all on your one on the front, one on the back, one on the side.
And salvo back.
Yep. So, final position, guys. Front shields down to 2, port shields down to 1, rear shields down to 1. Then salvo back, 2 reds. I have full shields on the front. That is somewhere.
And
then
going
DBY.
to DBY that.
Yep, the action doesn't really help you because nothing really, because I have 2 redirects. Which I'm actually not going to spend because I'm about to take a hammering coming in from 2 Ackbar ships. I'm just going to take that on those. Shields down to 3. Starting with, or not starting, but going speed 1, using take evasive action to get an extra turn here. This is moving me into home 1 Ackbar as well. The Chimera, can he one-shot another Star Destroyer in 1 turn? Can he go 2 for 1? We'll see. Take 075, concentrate fire.
It's gonna go ahead and change some dials for some other ships.
I think you can only do it on 1 ship.
Okay, is it only 1?
Yep, I'm pretty sure. I'll just double check the wording of Leia there.
It does seem singular. Friendly ship.
Yep.
Okay.
Which one are you changing? Are you changing Ackbar or changing Defiance?
I'm changing the Ackbar.
Yep, so Ackbar is being changed to a concentrate fire.
Okay.
Now you can still use that. So you can take a token with that.
Yes, I will be taking a token, and she will also be doing her munitions resupply on Ackbar.
Yep.
And that'll be exhausted.
Ackbar had spent his, yep.
And she'll be moving speed 3. It's probably the best GR75 find I've done the entire time. I haven't hit in my own
That's actually the first
MCAs.
game I played with you where you haven't rammed yourself with that.
Yeah. So it's got a concentrate fire dial. But before I do any dice rolling, I'm going to go ahead and spin this engineer token. And I'm going to do shield projection experts.
Yes, projection.
From home 1 to the Defiance because it's hurting a little bit.
So you can send 2 over, but you have to take 2 on home 1.
Taking 2 on home 1.
Just off the back or...
Okay.
Yep.
Doesn't look to be obstructed this time, and it is going to be an Ackbar only shot.
Yep, and this is also going to be long range. So not the blue dice, but that's not a big deal.
Because we have
Alrighty. Oh, I guess you guys probably need to see my defense tokens because I'm about to get shellacked. Alright, we get 5 red to start because of enhanced armament with Ackbar.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, I already revealed the dial, but I think a smarter play would have done Defiance, use the intel officer to force you. That would have been a smarter play.
That is true.
Okay, so base is 5. That's pretty good.
You are getting the accuracies, man.
Yes, I am.
And you get to Ackbar.
2 Ackbars.
Yep,
The dice are hot.
they are.
Very hot for reds.
And then you con fire.
Con fire will be another red. And another accuracy.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh! And
Jeez.
then you do have a con fire token if you want to roll that blank.
Yes,
Yep.
I will. Man.
Look at So dice going good as opposed to last time we played, especially the first time when you rolled 9 blank reds all at once.
Yeah.
The averages are coming around for you here.
Yes, absolutely.
So what would you like to lock down? I do have
there we go. Everything but salvo.
everything but salvo. Okay. So it's not worth salvoing Ackbar, I don't think. What I am going to do though is electronic countermeasures to suspend my brace.
There we go.
And so I'm going to drop that down to a 3 damage and just take it on the shields. Front shields down to 0.
Just gonna turn in here. You know, I thought I was gonna have to go to speed 2, but it really is.
Now, well, I mean, I came to you
Yeah.
again. I don't learn my lesson with you. You've put a hex on me.
And I did use the token to
You
reroll
did,
that.
yeah.
So let's get rid of that.
Nice,
Okay.
now we're at Defiance. We're just going to jump to that.
it's got an engineer dial, so it's going to spend that plus the token to get 3 more shields. And
Yep, great repair potential here. And obviously, going to be doing Ackbar out the side, this time at medium range.
we'll go the rear to 2. Okay, and we will be
All right, starting
Ackbaring.
with 4 reds, 2 blues. No shields on the Chimera right now. Axes are still doing their job, it looks like. And now this is where you choose the intel officer.
Yes, I am going to intel officer the brace.
Okay, now keep in mind that if I want to spend the brace, I'm discarding it anyway.
That's true. Good point.
So,
Good coaching here.
Yes.
I will just intel officer one of your redirects.
yep, so you can say like this one's intel officer, then you could actually the other one. If I want to redirect, I have to burn one that you're not accuracying type of thing.
And then
So now you get Ackbar.
yes, and so we're gonna accuracy.
We don't have to choose those, because you can see what else you get.
Okay.
And then you get the Defiance. And a black.
Okay, so that didn't happen.
And you have a Confire token.
Yeah, we'll be using the Confire token. Still.
Ah.
There we go. We're averaging back out again.
Yep, so now what do you want to accuracy?
Is that 7 damage?
You're doing 6 damage.
6 damage because you got 1 shield there.
No shields.
Man, no
Yep.
crits either.
And no crits, I got lucky.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and home 1. This, I'm gonna lock down. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. Because that's already okay. So hold up. Hopefully we're not filming this.
We are, but it's good that you, as you think through what you want to do.
So, because that's intel officer, we're gonna lock that.
Yeah,
and
so
then
now if I
finally
decide to do
brace.
both of these, I have to discard both of them.
Yeah.
So I can do a redirect brace to 3, but then I don't have those for the rest of the game. It's one of those choices I'd have
I
to
think
make.
I'm good with that. We'll just
Yep.
do that 6. I mean,
Alright, that is an interesting choice now. I'm definitely doing this. That's not even a choice. I can't take that much on the hull. So that means I will take 3, I'm going to be doing to my starboard, 3 on the shields, 3 on the hull face down, or I could just burn this to take none, but just take it on the shields, but then I'm without my brace. And I do have electronic countermeasures, so my brace is worthwhile, and I have an engineering token to refresh it. So, what do I want to do? I'm going to keep the brace, I'm going to burn this redirect to my starboard shields and take 3 face. Assault cruiser coming around at speed 2, I think,
yes.
right?
Speed 2. I think I can dodge the asteroid.
Oh yeah. Not any problem.
Alright, that's it. It is now squad phase. The only thing left is Shara to shoot at my defender. 3 blues.
Nothing.
Ooh, yeah, for nothing. Alright. Alright, so we're going to be moving to round 5, and yeah, I'm not confident at all in how this is going. Very, very not good at all. Alright, start of round 5. We have a Thrawn engineering dial, which I will be using. I use my Thrawn engineering token to refresh electronic countermeasures, and swapping to entrapment formation using a nav token. Did a lot of discussion between rounds 4 and 5, and a lot of sound advice from Aaron. And I'll talk about that when I activate Thrawn, and what my strategy is. Maybe try to salvage this and keep Thrawn alive in the Hail Mary attempt. It is a squadron dial, and using the engineering dial, I raised a shield here, so I at least have shields on all hull zones, just to do a something to help with the shots that are going to be coming in. And with the squad command, I'm actually going to be switching targets, because this is something that Aaron was discussing with me. His Defiance here, with all the healing he was able to do, that no ships have taken hull damage, and they're both very close on shield value. And I need to think about survival and what I can maybe kill. So I'm actually going to go after Ackbar, and after I take these shots, turn away. And then I'm still going to be taking 2 hits and hope I survive. And then last round, I will definitely be out of Defiance range and maybe get lucky on Ackbar or something. So it's still a Hail Mary. I still have to somehow miraculously survive 2 more Ackbar shots coming in. But we're going to do my best. So I'm going to send these squads in to do bombing. This squad I am going to have attack Shara. See if I can get lucky in 2 more turns of attacks, along with a flak attack out the back, and maybe pick up those points round 6. I don't know if I can kill her statistically in 1 activation that way, but maybe in 2 rounds of attacking. Okay, so we are going to be starting with the defender attacking Shara. We've got Shara's defense tokens there now. So 2 blue, 2 black.
Oh.
Actually, that's actually the best I could do. So 2 damage on Shara.
Yeah.
But then Shara gets to do her 3 back with the, 2 damage back. So we both go down to 2 health remaining. And then as you can see, I've already moved the squads up for the bombing runs. Again, just doing it out of order because it doesn't matter as this kind of thing goes. Regular defender first. 1 hit.
Take it on that side.
Yep. Jonas. A hit.
I will also take it on that side.
Okay, and then Merrick. And turn 1 into a crit. So you guys know he has 2 shields left on that side.
Okay, I'm gonna redirect that
Okay.
To the front. And port side.
And then let's do the flak real quick into Shara. I will leading shots. No, yeah, the leading shots because that's nothing.
thing.
Oh well.
It briefed well.
It was worth a try. So now front to side, long range. Oh,
Ooh, jeez.
horrible roll. I mean, yeah, I'll just stop both redirects, so you have to take it on the shield. So just 1 damage. No, it doesn't matter what I stop because you can salvo with anything. Yeah, stop both redirects. So if you want to salvo, you have to spend your brace or contain.
It'll just be the contain.
Okay.
And shoot back. 2 reds and 1 crit.
Which I will go ahead and just take that on the shield. Front shield's down. Alright, so moving at speed 2 because I sped up with entrapment formation, and then I'm using Vanto to give me an engineering token after I did those squad activations. I am going to run over this defender. It's not as big of a deal because he can move pretty quick no matter where I need him to go next round. Where would you like to place this defender?
Just put some in the corner
Yep.
here.
Leia's got a nav.
She's going to go ahead and distribute her munitions resupply to both MC-80s. She's totally spent. I'm going to go ahead and change this MC-80 to... do I want to switch it to a nav? This is what I was thinking. Do I want to switch and go speed 2?
Right.
But I don't think it's going to... I think I'm still going to have... So it was a Confire, it's a nav now.
Yep, so using Leia's ability to swap Ackbar over to a nav dial for his next dial. It's the power of Leia. You get to switch on the fly, basically.
Do you want to do, for giggles, say I didn't, say speed 1, and see if that would have made a difference?
We can. Primarily, yeah, because I think with speed 2 you're going to be able to get at my front arc.
I think so. That's why I was like, I
Yep.
don't know if I'd overcommit.
I angled the wrong way. I angled too much. I should have just done 1 click
Yeah, that's what I think
instead
so.
of click, click. And,
Because I think there you'd have, 1 click, I think you would have been able to stay out of medium range. And here I think that's medium.
yeah, I think I clicked too much.
Yeah. Okay, shooting front to...
So we're going to do Ackbar next?
Yes, Ackbar, please.
Alright, so Ackbar is a navigate because Leia just gave that to him.
We'll be going to speed 2 when it comes to that time, but speed 2.
Yep.
4 dice, 2 blue, enhanced armament, I'm not going to forget. So there's my
Yeah,
base.
5 red, 2
Alright,
blue
we
to
got
start.
Ackbar.
accuracy.
Yep. And
Ackbar shot.
Ackbar more in. Get this out of the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You've been getting the accuracies, which has been really good, I think. And then you have Confire Token, if you wanted to reroll one of those.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Blank still. I'll go ahead and leading shots now.
Yep, spending a blue. You're trying to tee it up, and it did.
Sorry.
Yep, you're good. So
I'm
what
gonna
do you wanna lock
accuracy. I think I'm gonna accuracy the salvo and brace.
Salvo and brace accuracy. Just so you guys know, I have no shields on the front. That's where I'm getting hit. 2 shields on my port, 1 shield on my starboard. I'm going to
6 damage total.
6 damage total. There are crits in there. I'm going to electronic countermeasures the brace.
Oh, I forgot he had the electronic countermeasures.
And redirect. So I'll be taking redirect to my port side shields and taking 1 face up. Which is blinded gunners. I cannot spend accuracy icons.
So-
That'd be good for me to heal.
Question. So you had 1 shield here. Oh, you have advanced projectors?
No.
So it was 6 damage. You
Brace
braced it down to
to
3. There's 1.
I had 2 shields there.
Oh, okay, that's
Yep.
what it was.
Yep, I had
okay.
2 shields on my port.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't think that would be obstructed, but we've already locked it in.
No. And this is where I made a mistake.
I think I'm still in there. I probably should have clicked at the 1.
Nope, you just got out of it.
Really?
Yep, I should have done 1 less click and I'd be more turned like this.
Yeah.
You won't be able to get out of it. Ah, man, so many mistakes we made.
The other MC80 is the engineer dial. It's going to go ahead and repair.
Just raise up shields.
Yeah, just the rear shield. Or, that's fine. Whatever's lowest.
Yeah, you got, what, 4? Yeah, so 1 and 1. I'll do front and back.
Okay. All right.
And then you've got your Ackbar shot. You want to shoot my aft or my side? My side has 1, my aft has 2. They're both going to be medium range.
What are your defense tokens?
I still have exhausted brace, exhausted redirect, and a salvo. But no more electronic countermeasures, so I can't, because that's tapped.
I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot the starboard side.
Starboard side, alright. We got 4 red, 2 blue to start. You've been on fire. Basically, your gunners have been like, we got this, we got all these locked down, man.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about us.
Ridiculous.
Yep, and then Ackbar.
Ackbar. And they're red dice too. That's
Red
the
dice
amazing
are getting
thing.
them.
Like there's another
So
one.
everything's locked down if you want it to be. Then you can do rerolls now, or you can add Defiance now.
Defiance.
Yep, and now if you
And
want it to
then
leading shots, or do a Confire token. If you want to do that first.
Yeah, I guess.
See if you see even worth leading shots.
It's worth leading shots.
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe what I just rolled then.
Well, you have been hyper accurate.
Hyper.
I have to take everything here. So I take 1 on the shield,
Yes.
and then 3 internal. First one face up. Depowered armament. I can't attack at long range. That's not going to matter anymore. And I have taken 7 total damage. 4 health remaining. I'm the Chimera. Going into round 6.
I've never seen so many red accuracies.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right, Char in the squad phase. You want to see if Char can kill this defender?
Yes,
He
will
has 2 health remaining.
You want me to just roll in front?
Yep. Only 1 damage. Defender lives on 1. To continue the fight in round 6, this epic squad dogfight that is going on right here. It's probably going to be mutual assured destruction, because you know what? I am just going to maybe, I don't know. We'll see what I do next round. But anyway, we're going into round 6, guys. This one has been a very incredible, interesting one. Just so you guys know, I am not refreshing electronic countermeasures because I'm going to need that token to help me with my repairs. Alright, Thrawn, it is a squad command. I'm using Thrawn's engineering dial to For the squad commands, I'm actually going to start with this defender. He's coming over here to try to kill Sharks. He can take the counter back. If Shara dies, then this defender is going to fly back over this way to help with the bombing shots on home 1. And Jonas, I'm just going to put these guys in position now. And Merrick will be doing bombing shots, of course, as well. I only have a side shot, because as you guys saw, I turned too hard when I came in. And we might do like a what if after I do my side shot, just to see what it would have been if I would have maneuvered correctly.
That'd be fun.
Just to see what would happen. So we'll be doing that coming up. So first, we have my defender going over to help the other defender that is on 1 health. Shara has 2 health remaining, still full defense tokens.
Yes.
The perfect roll. I need double accuracy in 2 hits, or 1 accuracy in 3 hits. Nada.
2. I'm gonna scatter that.
Yep, scatter, and then you get to shoot me back.
See if the accuracy continues. No, she's hot. Guns are hot.
Alright, my other defender is dead anyway, but the thing is,
Maybe.
here's the thing, if I attack you and you counter back and kill me, then in the squad phase you can actually attack that 2 health defender now and kill it.
I would attack.
I am not attacking to not give you those points. You're going to be able to kill 1, but not both.
Maybe. Well, that's from my whip completely.
So we'll see how
live.
that goes. So, but now for like my bombing shots, Jonas first into Ackbar. Going out with a whimper. Merrick. Fortunately, Merrick can't go out on a whimper, so we will just hit crit that. I guess we need your defense tokens so people can see what you've got. You got full options. You have 1 shield on that hull zone.
I am going to redirect both on. Ooh, man, I'm getting.
Just the front and back.
Yeah.
And so shields everywhere are at 1 now for Ackbar. And then the side shot from Chimera. I have to take that away from the Corona.
But don't you get one
But,
for him?
yep, I can then swap one with Jonas, which I am going to do. And I am going to lock down your brace, 3 damage.
Okay. And we're doing the hypothetical front shot next.
Yeah, so the results of this is what is really going to happen. But let's play like I actually do have the front shot. So make your decisions on that note. Just as a what if. Again, guys, we are out of the realms of actual playing for real here. This is all just what if. What if Ben had not made the stupid turn and would have made sure that he was going to stay in double arc with Ackbar, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna redirect, and I'm gonna drop shields everywhere to 0, with the exception of
The one
the
that's
starboard
been hit.
side.
Yep, and just so you know, the reason why he can do that, guys, is because he has advanced projectors.
And
And
then-
that allows him to do that even with my
I'm going
XI7s.
to reactive gunnery back.
Yep, reactive gunnery back. Go to the side.
Of course, there's another accuracy.
Yep.
And what do you have?
I have, this is my
sorry,
stuff
sorry.
right here.
Okay.
Yep. Salvo doesn't matter because you can't salvo
Yep.
salvo.
I will probably leading shots this.
Just try to go hot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. You did. I will redirect
Okay.
and brace because it actually doesn't matter. I'm only be taking 1 more attack anyway. So redirect to my No, I'm not going to redirect because I want to be able to use my redirect next shot that you're going to do on me. So I'm just going to brace and take 1 on the shield. Now, this is where it would end. We go to movement.
Yep.
We're going to do a what if. What if I would have maneuvered correctly? Could I have salvaged this with an actual large... The first one of the game, finally getting my
Yes.
any of my ISDs within optimal range. So, Aaron actually has no shields to redirect to now. He just has 1 shield on the side I'm hitting him with. That's obviously the brace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 8 damage to kill you, so I obviously am going to leading shots. This one.
Well, couldn't you leading shots this one, and then because he can generate 1 after you modify dice?
Ooh, again, teaching moment, guys. That's actually a good point. Because I have Jonas leading shots that one. Now let me think about this. I have... So I need 2 more damage plus an accuracy.
Yes, which is totally doable. If you roll
Totally doable.
You
Basically, what I
a
need is
double
I
and
need. Oh, this is a tough call, actually.
5. Yeah, that's what you need. You need a double.
No,
and
actually, I
a
need more.
crit.
You have a shield I need to get through.
Oh, that's true. That's
I
true.
think I leave this accuracy, and I think I actually leading shots. Crit does matter. I'm going to leading shots all. I'm actually leading shots all this. Nope.
That doesn't make. Yeah.
Nope, that doesn't make sense. Keep the hits. This going to a double, I think, matters, potentially.
Well, here's the other thing. You can still. Well, no, that doesn't matter.
Yep, because I have these 2 blank reds, guys. Right now, as it stands, I need to do 3 more damage. So I need my reds to do double and a hit.
Yes.
If I do this, I need my reds to do 4 damage on 3 dice. So I think getting 4 damage on 3 dice is better than 3 damage on 2 dice. Isn't that... I think that might be better.
Right, but you still gotta burn one of those, right, for leading.
Oh, I still gotta... then I still gotta burn one of those.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have anything else?
Nope, I don't have a con... I didn't do a con fire, I did squadron. Jonas, why'd you have to whiff, man? You're in the actual bomber, and you've whiffed, I think, 3 out of 5 times or something that I've shot. Ridiculous. I still have to spend a blue, you're right.
I mean, that's still the way to do it. You might get lucky and roll 2 doubles.
Yep. That's the way to do it. Let's try it. Nope.
No.
Wasn't meant to be. This is a what-if scenario. I'm not even going to count that damn... Well,
It's 5. It's 4 on the whole.
yep, 4 on the hole.
And we got rid of your crit.
Got rid of the crit.
We shouldn't have got rid of your crit because those were all normal hits.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh well. Again, this is just kind of testing and doing things, guys. What would have it been? If it struck, I'm going to be so mad. No,
It's
okay.
point defense failure. Well,
Yeah, no
attacking
big deal.
squadron before you roll.
Yeah, so that's not as big a deal. But this is my best chance. I'm using entrapment to speed up to 3. Trying to get out of range here. We're just going to keep it here, guys. We're actually running out of time that we have to do the filming, so we're going to just jump to Ackbar. That's all that matters. Unless you want to do Leia. Did you have Leia plan like a con fire to turn Ackbar into a con fire?
I don't recall. No, I don't.
Okay, so what do we got on
He's
Ackbar?
got a con fire.
He has
anyways.
con fire anyways. That's why he did it.
Yeah, I am gonna double arc because it is.
Yep, alright. So I gave the double arc. We'll go to those shots here. I got 1 shield on the back, 1 shield on the starboard, starting with the small shot. I have 5 health remaining. Well, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Going to accuracy the brace.
The brace.
Yes.
Okay, well, I will then redirect.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say the green one. That's why I
Redirect,
said it
okay.
next to the green one.
Yep,
I'm sorry.
yep. Yeah, I was about to say that doesn't make sense. Yes, the
Yeah.
redirect makes sense. Alright, I'm just going to have to take that. I'm not burning my brace on this shot. So 1 face up, but I am going to salvo back.
Okay.
Face up is coolant discharge. I can only only 1 attack each round can target a ship. That's an interesting thing. I've already done my attack. Salvo's considered an attack.
I don't know. I FAQ that.
That's an interesting interaction, guys. I think that means that I can't take this shot because I've already done my attacks. Yeah.
So the salvo then is still.
Well, I
good?
spend it because I spend the salvo before I take damage, so I don't know what I'm getting. So
That's a good point, man.
I'm going to play that as I think I can't take that shot now. That's actually an interesting interaction.
Yes.
So,
Many nuances.
yes. Now you get to do your 5 red, 2 blue to start
Yes.
with your enhanced armament. Well, not to start. You're not doing alcohol. You got me.
Accuracy with the brace.
Well, and electronic
Accuracy with the
countermeasures the brace.
Oh, you still got the
Yeah.
electronic. Man. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you accuracy, that or my redirect.
Yeah.
So whichever one I'm burning, I don't know if it'll save me though, because you still did a lot. I can redirect to 1 shield. So 2, 4, 6, 7, brace to 4, 1 on the shield, 3 face,
1 face
3,
up.
1 face up. Injured crew still not structural. I have taken 10 damage. I'm alive on 1.
Ooh. Dang.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, we're actually just going to stop it there. Going to do a quick shot on Shara, my 1 health defender, just for points, so we can tally up the proper points. You do
good.
kill it, so you will get those points. And we are going to go to the tally just to see what the margin of victory is. Obviously a Rebel victory, but we'll see how much of a Rebel victory coming up in the post-game interview. Alright, so the final points came down to I scored 22, woohoo, killing 2 A-Wings, and Aaron got 156, and that is a 134 margin of victory, which makes it a 7-4. My killing the A-Wings actually made it, not an 8-3, that actually was a swing in the margin of victory. And I will just say some things that I learned that I actually have great respect for. I kind of argued with James Maher about this when we were discussing, but I have renewed my respect for electronic countermeasures. That kept Thrawn alive. It saved me twice. And being able to use my brace no matter what. And I can refresh that easily because I have Vanto. It's one of those, if I need it, I can get it if I need it. And I think that I'm gonna, as I work through more variations and modifications in practice, I think I might keep electronic countermeasures on Thrawn to keep him alive. And yeah, much respect for that. I like TheSirChicken, even though he died, he did what he needed to do. He kept Shara out of my main bomber bowl, and they did work. Granted, I didn't kill. I mean, I've made some other just bad plays strategic wise. You guys already know what they are. The Kuat, this build of the Kuat, I'm not as big of a fan. I never got in range for his salvo backs to be effective because he doesn't have long range salvo. I think you need to keep him just as a primary gun, not a reactive gun. And positioning, again, it was tough. It was tough on positioning with the mission. But thanks to, just want to let you guys, as you guys already know by now, since you've been watching it, about halfway through the game, we just started doing some take back stuff to make corrections and stuff. A lot of it happened off camera, but some of it happened on camera, like a big one doing a what if shot with my Chimera into Ackbar, just to see what would happen if we didn't make a mistake, and just trying to learn in the moment, since we're getting so close to tournament play for both of us. I think it's good now for us to make corrections now in the moment than having to live with it, go home, think about it, and sulk about it, and not see what would have happened if you wouldn't have made the mistake. So you might actually see that in my final 2 bat reps, just so you know that there's only going to be 2 more bat reps I'm going to be publishing before the tournament because of time. One will be a double honor gear that I'm going against Social General Rob, and then another one against Social General Rob that I don't know, it's a mystery, but I wanted to make sure I at least am going against the honor gear at least once to see what that's like.
That scares me.
That's going to be a tough list. I have a theory how to beat it, but I've never put it into practice, so we'll see how it works. And also, we're actually going to be playing, myself, Robbie, Aaron, a bunch of games off camera, and so you guys won't be able to see them, but all the comments you guys give in for suggestions and advice, we're taking those suggestions and advice. You're just not going to be able to see us actually putting it to practice just because of time constraints with filming. It's going to be off camera as we start basically continuing to blitz and crunch with our practice and testing, etc. So keep sending those in for our help. And the giveaway is, just a reminder, is the rec you sent or a $50 store credit to Admiral Tater's Ship Shop on August 1st. I will announce that. Aaron, why don't you give me your, now that I'm all done giving all that preamble, give your thoughts on the game and
Absolutely. So what's key to my list is I have to go second. And I was just lucky enough with a 1-point bid. I don't think that's going to cut it in tournament play, so I'm looking to shed points somewhere because this outcome of this game would have been totally different had I been first player.
Yeah,
this list is designed as a second player list, and so I've got to figure out where I want to cut points, and I think the easy thing to do is cut the DBY 827 heavy turbo lasers out. It's nice to get a guaranteed crit whenever you're salvoing back, but I mean, it's, when you're throwing 2 red dice, you might just get lucky and get a crit anyways. So I think that's where I'm looking to shed points. If you guys have any suggestions of where else should I shed points, I'd be more than happy to listen to what you have to say. But in terms of Ben, your maneuvering, I think you deployed best given the scenario. And again, we talked about this in the preamble. We are going to exercise and push the ISDs to the limits on what their maneuverability were, and I just don't think they could either turn tight enough or they weren't fast enough. And I just don't know if that's a change up with how you started off. I know you typically start with entrapment formation or another.
Yes. So one thing I will say, that one thing I need to change with how I am like changing how I do playing my dials with this setup with the quad. It's a little bit different than when I normally do my dials. What I normally do my dials is that everything is a nav plus take evasive action, so I get double maneuverability. Because of the nature of this list, I do I need to be more creative with my dials because I need certain things to go off at different times. With this, I think the first 2 turns, even maybe the first 3 turns, I should have just done nav to get maximum maneuverability, especially maybe just for the quad even.
Right.
Just to make sure the quad I could get maximum speed up, slow down, and turning power. I did nav the first turn to speed him up and got a little extra maneuverability there. After that, I went to engineering, get him the token and all that stuff. I should have kept doing navs.
Right.
Because after I did that speed up turn, if I nabbed again, I could then slow down and turn hard.
Yes.
And then both of my ISDs are then in the face of Defiance, and Ackbar is not even in range of anything.
Right.
So I should have, on the quad, I think is where I made the mistake. I should have nabbed at least 2 turns, probably 1 turn, 2 and 3, just to get it right into position exactly how, and it could make that turn.
Yeah.
I just, that was just a dial planning error that I made.
Or the other option is, since we're playing Solo Corona, it was on the left side, or on the short side of the map that you guys can see in the video, is you go super wide and you let me turn all the way and you turn all the way, so that way you negate my superior positioning of you shooting into the Solo Corona
And try to reverse it by the end of the game to where you're shooting into
even
the
then,
Corona.
yeah, absolutely. I think that was the other way to go about doing it. It would have been an extremely boring game to watch, so I'm sure Ben did that for you guys, so you weren't watching an extremely boring game, so let's give Ben a pat on the back. Other than that, I think...
But you're right, for tournament play, though, boring games are going to happen.
Yes.
Because you need to be smart and tactical in tournament play. So that actually is a good tactic in a tournament setup if I come up against something like this. And I'm not giving you advanced gunnery.
Right.
And we see how well this list does. You've already seen the one with contested outposts. You can just sit on it and just basically get a free 120 points. So Solar Coronas are my only real option to have a chance against a list like this with those mission options.
And the other thing is, I hate to say this on camera, but you could just run away from me. Superior or Solar Corona, there is no bonus points to shooting into the Corona or out of the Corona. You could just run away because, again, another weakness to this list is you can dictate pretty much the engagement if you have more maneuverable ships.
Yeah, it's one where I could just I'm just gonna make this a wash and just take the tie goes to second player, so you can get the win, but just make it a 5-6 loss to me, and that's just so. Well, let us know what you guys think, about the battle. By the time this comes out, I'm planning this to have this come out on Saturday. There'll still be a few days left before the tournament. And again, guys, your suggestions, even though you might not see us making the adjustments on our off-screen battles, they still matter. They're still, I'm still making lots of adjustments off-screen and doing tweaks and stuff just to try to get to the final build. I know Aaron's doing the same. So keep sending those in. It's very helpful, and thank you guys for all of your support and your help as we prepare for the Lone Star Open. So Aaron, thanks for the game.
Absolutely.
It was fun. It was brutal. And until next time, guys, take it easy.